This firefighter was bitten by a venomous snake. When the doctor wanted to inject him with morphine for pain relief, he directly refused. The fire captain affirmed his decision, not because he was tough, but because he had been a drug addict not long ago. His girlfriend was so desperate that she didn't even tell him she was pregnant with his child. She preferred to bear everything alone rather than let this fallen man ruin her life. Unable to afford drugs, he stole someone's car, but was caught red-handed by a nearby police officer. After he begged his mother to bail him out, she had lost all hope in him. She threw him some money and told him to leave the family forever. A few months later, his girlfriend gave birth to their daughter. When he saw his little girl, he suddenly felt an overwhelming sense of responsibility, urging him to change his current depraved state. Otherwise, he would never be able to face his daughter in the future. He applied to join the Forest Fire Department. The captain reviewed his file and discovered he was not only a drug user but also on parole, which concerned the captain. Still, he asked why he wanted to become a firefighter. Unexpectedly, he said it was to be a good role model for his newborn daughter. This gave the captain a new perspective on him. The captain decided to give him a chance, but whether he could stay would depend on his performance. However, his weakened body gave out after running just a few steps, and he vomited from exhaustion. The deputy captain couldn't understand why they would recruit someone like this. This was a critical time for their promotion to an elite squad, and this man would surely drag down the entire team. The captain didn't answer this question and simply turned to run up the mountain. When they ran back down, they found that Jie Chen had only made it halfway up the mountain. After a long time with no sign of Jie Chen, the captain stopped waiting. Just then, the deputy captain spotted a figure in the distance. Jie Chen had ultimately persevered. He pulled out his phone, which contained a photo of him reaching the mountain summit. His persistence earned the captain's approval. Later, Jie Chen went to the supermarket and bought some daily necessities, which he left at his girlfriend's doorstep before quietly leaving. Sometimes, just as he set the items down, he would hear his daughter crying inside, which was enough to satisfy him completely. His changes gradually caught his girlfriend's attention. However, during one training session, Jie Chen failed to answer a question during the captain's inspection correctly, so his Group A was collectively punished with push-ups. Although Jie Chen could tolerate whatever people said about him, when someone made jokes about his family, he couldn't bear it anymore. Even as the captain tried to stop him, Jie Chen still lowered his fist. He couldn't afford to lose this hard-earned job. At that moment, headquarters called the captain about a new fire, which would also serve as their evaluation task. They flew to the designated location. However, the captain and the evaluator disagreed on controlling the wildfire. The captain decided to ignite a section of forest behind the fire line, so when the main fire reached it, it would stop spreading. But the evaluator didn't approve of his plan, believing it would only make the wildfire burn larger. The captain said he was the one making the decisions and told the evaluator to mind his own business. But after saying this, the captain regretted his impulsiveness. He had undoubtedly completely offended the evaluator. That night, the wildfire was effectively controlled, but watching this scene, the captain couldn't feel happy at all. The next day, on the way back, a firefighter picked up a rock as a gift for his son, but unexpectedly, a tree suddenly fell toward him. Fortunately, Jie Chen pulled him aside in time, narrowly saving his life. However, when preparing to board the plane, Jie Chen was stopped. His helmet strap was missing. He had no choice but to use tape as a makeshift solution.